Chapter 9. Jumping out of the car, Francis, totally petrified, backed away from the stationary vehicle. Catching his heel on a thick, fallen branch in the pitch darkness, he stumbled backwards and fell into the brush, where he remained in confusion. The car's sidelights illuminated the area in a gentle glow as the rear door opened and Vincent got out of the car, walking towards where Francis now lay. "It's been a long time, old friend," Vincent said, offering his hand to Francis to help him back to his feet. "Not as long as I thought. I went to your funeral 8 years ago. I don't suppose you've ever spoken to somebody who you thought was dead," Francis replied, pulling himself up with Vincent's help. "It's damn good to see you, though. Let's go. I'll explain everything in the car. We need your help." Climbing back into the passenger seat, Francis's mind started to unravel the events of the evening, trying to put together pieces of an ever-expanding puzzle. At least now he understood why Vasil had taken so long in getting out of his car when he first arrived at the party that evening. He must have been speaking with Vincent. "Okay, I need you fellows to tell me what is going on. What are you getting me involved in here?" Francis questioned as Vincent leaned forward from the back seat. "It's taken me a while to figure out how I can contact you without risking being found, Francis. This is the best that I could do at such short notice," Vincent said. Vasil started the car once again and moved forward through the pine trees. Obstinately, Francis reached down and pulled the handbrake up in a swift motion, bringing the car to a sliding stop as it skidded briefly on the snow. "We aren't going anywhere until someone tells me what's going on," he blurted. Vincent, still leaning forward, sat back and pulled a cigarette from his pack, realizing that he would have to explain the situation. A few years ago, a man by the name of Jerome Doherty, an archaeologist in his late 50s, died in Nice. By all accounts, Mr. Doherty had spent his later years exploring the Balkan Mountains in search of whatever archaeologists tend to look for. It appears that through the search, this man found the location of an artifact, something which we understand he was not looking for, something which he named the Pebble. The location of this thing is said to be in a remote and inaccessible location where nobody would have cause to go, said Vincent, as he took drag after drag on his cigarette. Vasil was also listening intently, almost as though he was hoping to hear something which he had not already heard before. So remarkable was this discovery that this Mr. Doherty chose not to speak of it to anybody for the remainder of his life. Instead, not known to anybody else, he enclosed the location of the Pebble in an envelope which was wax sealed and left with his solicitor to be dispatched in the event of his death. These letters were addressed to the heads of state of 5 countries, namely the UK, USA, France, Russia and China. I call these letters, but they were actually invitations to an auction, which is due to take place in Sofia tonight. "An auction?" Francis interjected. "Tonight in Sofia?" "My work over the past few years has been varied, but it required me to be dead, for want of a better word. I'm here because the auction is top secret, and so is your attendance on behalf of Her Majesty's government." Reaching into his pocket, Vincent handed the invitation envelope to Francis, seal broken, slightly crumpled around the edges. Francis was shocked by what this ghost from the past was telling him, and Vasil also seemed to not know what to say. He joked, "Couldn't this have come by post?" "We've wasted too much time here already, and this is time we don't have. We will talk more, but right now we must get going," Vincent insisted. Francis rested his head on the window, breathing out heavily, fogging the window slightly. "I need to know my family are safe," said Francis. "All of the people in the house are going to wonder where we've gone." Vasil stepped heavily upon the accelerator and turned suddenly towards Francis. "If I were you, my friend, I would not worry about the guests. I would worry about myself." This does seem to make what I wanted to speak with you about this evening seem fairly ordinary, Francis added. Hi, my name's Antony Botting, and I'm the author of the Pebble in the Dark trilogy. If you'd like to hear more of this story, please subscribe to this channel and ring the bell below. See you next time.